I hope you got your Game Boys ready. You and I are going to be doom scrolling Twitter Roonies, crypto markets, of course, giving us nightly terrors and stuff. So we are going to hope and cope forever. First up, my friend, Mr. Pre-Showered Crypto from PulseChain community. PulseChain, what's this? A wild pDAI on Ethereum has just appeared. Whoa! This is decentralized me as well. DAI stablecoin from PulseChain. And Mr. King's man, not King's woman, as well. pDAI is $1. That's wild. So, LibertySwap Finance have done these liquidity pool deployments. I guess they're starting with Ethereum. They're all linking to PulseChain. I guess the goal is, friends, that there's going to be, so you have PulseChain in the middle, and everything else, like you have these, imagine these wheel spokes. It goes to like Ethereum and Avalanche and Solana and PUI, every other chain. And there's going to be liquidity pools on every single chain, and it's gonna just have this flow back and forth, people going in and out of liquidity, people, arbitrage bots that are syncing up the prices. This is great to see. This is really cool. So Bitcoin DAI from PulseChain, this pDAI, friends. So this is actually really cool, man. It's on Ethereum side now out here. And remember, LibertySwap released a dashboard to show the DEX burning. So there's a buy and burn, I guess, or there's a burn with it as well, which means like every time someone buys and arbitrages out, they're paying a fee. They pay a fee in the token, which is pretty cool. Okay, so hopefully that acts as like a deflationary thing over time. Royce and Hart. What a disrespectful little clanker. So here we have this little robot. Oh my gosh, this is wild, dude. Look how fast the robots are going, friends. Oh my gosh, look how fast the robots... Man, how scary would that be? You're literally just, friends, imagine just like walking at night and you just see this thing walking towards you. Right? Imagine if you just see it walking towards you, and then it stops, and it goes, here is shoo, and then call up Matt. I'll go, Matt, what's he saying? What's this Chinese robot saying? And the robot will obviously explain to me, hi, you have received one free gift of a, I don't know, a rub and tug. It's been a donation gift, you know, and then you're just looking at this robot like, could you at least have put on a wig, Mrs. Robot? I'm assuming you're a Mrs. Okay, where's the wig? You know what I mean? I don't want to be approached at 1 a.m., right, in an alleyway with my friends. What are we doing? Okay, I don't want to be approached by this. So the AI and the robots and everything's coming out through. Remember, friends, as well, we saw Warren Buffett top blasting Google. Many people think he's born behind the top of the AI bubble, but it's more likely the Magnificent Seven, the top tech stocks, they've got a big monopoly on network effects. Okay, that's actually what's happening. So Amazon, Google, Tesla, they got big advantage on network effects, friends. So because they have a huge advantage, it basically allows them, whenever they do any investment to AI, they can funnel everything to their customers, and the market rewards it. Yeah, because like Facebook's got like 400 million or a billion users. Anything they do related to AI and AI agents, they have everybody there. Okay, that's why the advantage is there given to them. Tomley's come out, friends. Cogent points, Mr. Horsley, agree that factors are shifting away from a 4-year cycle for Bitcoin. So Hunter Horsley, I posted his comment on my Juicy News. Interesting. And then he's now retweeted by Mr. Tomley. Here's what I see happening on 4-year cycles. The common view, people believe in 4-year cycles and 2026 will be a down year for Bitcoin. First order effect, people sell in 2025 to avoid the down market year. Second order effect, the 2025 sellers cause 2025 to be a down year, thus breaking the 4-year cycles. Third order effect, 2026 is open season, 4-year cycles broken. Bitcoin is currently is at 2.5% year to date for 2025. And then you have Mr. Marty. If whales believe it, it's going to happen. Mr. Crypto Dog, let's go. Yeah. So I guess that's... I spoke about this, friends, many, many years ago. Remember people trying to front run 2025. Do you remember, friends, if everyone believes in 4-year cycle, that means they all think you don't buy in 2025 because that's when you're meant to sell. So they bought 2024. Everybody bought in 2024. And now this year, there's been no follow through. So I guess the natural inclination of this, what should happen now, I guess, is we go through this poopy period, year of the snake is finishing, and then next year, I hope Bitcoin and Ethereum break their all-time high. Because that would be like, oh crap, what the hell is happening for literally everybody. But you know, I don't want to jinx anything. You know what I mean? Because it's been 5 years. PulseChain, listen up. Stop providing alpha to losers and cheats who want to dump on us. Post cryptic shit that only true believers and critical thinkers understand. Some people can't be staved. We don't want cry-faggers at the top. Good post, sir. Good post. So, I want you to know, friends. You and I, we're friends, okay? So, remember, I want to do that cryptic stuff. It's cool. It's fun because it's easy. It's almost like a cop-out for some of my position as well, because I basically just say like one sentence. I'm like, you know, if you know, you know. You know, but I'm not here to do that because like I'm speaking to you as if you haven't been in crypto for like a month at least. That's why you notice, friends, I always give you attention to detail. I always quickly explain to you, hey, what's the background story to this? Or where's this saying? I even explain jokes for you. Okay, because I want to. I'm always thinking about someone new coming. I'm thinking about you, like you're like, man, crypto price being trashed. It's kind of funny. Somebody actually apologized to me. It's cute. They'd be like, sorry, Sommi, it's been so bad. I haven't watched in like 2 weeks. I haven't watched in a month. I just haven't looked at crypto and stuff out here. You know, it's never a month. No one can ever stay away that long. But I totally get it, man. That's why I make my content. The door's always open, friends. That's my policy for you. Open heart, open friendship. Here you have LibertySwap Finance. We are also excited to share that the WETH to ETH route is now live. So Ethereum on PulseChain to Ethereum on mainnet. So big arbitraging opportunity, the swapping out here. Is it pure arbitrage? I hope so. As I showed you before, friends, Michael Saylor tweeted, big week. He's buying Bitcoin, I guess, this year. This year, every day, all the time, whatever. Here you have, friends, as well. We have Elon trades. Elon Ma. This is not Elio trades. This is another guy. Elon Ma trades. Bitcoin has now closed below the 50-week exponential moving average. This shifts structure into early trend weakness and opens the door for lower support tests. The RSI is not oversold yet, so there's still room down if the market wants a deeper retest. So he believes Bitcoin, everything's going to keep crashing. Bitcoin to 86K and 60K will be the floor. Bitcoin dominance isn't breaking up either, which means no clear rotation into Bitcoin strength, even though sentiment is fearful. Macro is in late QT, but easing usually lags price, not leads it. Short-term, neutral, bearish, mid-term, open, depends at reaction and supports. So I guess he believes that we're just headed for lower, that Bitcoin's going to go down to like, 80, 70, 60K. Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Here we have Mr. PulseChain. Market doesn't care anymore. pDAI slightly rising up as well. As we saw some PulseChain movements and stuff today as well, friends. I don't know if the pumps will hold. Can't even call them pump. 1%. I'm not going to use the P word out here. Just had pDAI and PWBTC move up. I guess people a bit excited about the PulseChain LibertySwap stuff, naturally. Coinfessions. I opened my old Coinbase account and found my 2015 transactions to the good old SatoshiMines. I sent more than 1.4 million at today's value for truck's sake. I don't know what SatoshiMines is. Maybe some of you OGs can even tell us that. SatoshiMines, man, that's wild. It sounds like one of these things where someone was like, hey, send me Bitcoin and like we'll mine it or something and we'll earn you yield. Don't know what it is, but man, he sent it 1.4 million, I guess, to do yield farming. You know what, friends? We heard those stories 5 years ago. We heard about them in 2020. That's why we're still holding. Haven't been rewarded for it at all. I mean, you got to think Bitcoin was, in 2015, Bitcoin was $200 at the bottom. No, 2014, yeah. So Bitcoin was, let's say, $300 in 2015. 5 years later, 2020, it had hit 20,000 by that point. It was like 10,000 by that point. That's up 30x, man. We have not... Dude, most people aren't even up after 5 years here. Most people aren't even up from 2020 on. They're not up. Not up. That's just sad. But that's what happens. You're an early visionary. You took the risk. They didn't know if it was ever going to amount to anything, It is what it is. November 16, 2021. Bitcoin was 60K. Solana, $220. And now in 2025, Bitcoin is 94K. Solana is $137. If you had blasted Bitcoin and held, you've outperformed 95% of crypto Twitter. No, instead you choose to top blast Sol. Sorry for your loss. Bitcoin always wins. Do you see, friends? There is... is a huge, you can just tell everyone. Of the retailers are like, screw altcoins, Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. And that's why, look, man, it's not about what you think, right? It's like, it would make us pay more attention to this Bitcoin dominance and how it plays out from here. It's still weak. All right. It is what's going to happen here, man. Like everyone's, you could just look, I think what we'll find is, all right, if Bitcoin dominance goes down, there will be a lot of people complaining on Twitter, because what you'll find is a lot of them went into Bitcoin up here, and they did, by the way. Friends, you know LA Vepkabal on Solana, he bought into Bitcoin full portfolio up here. Do you know that? Yeah, I remember that. Okay, and others have as well. I know others have as well. They just haven't said anything yet. Okay, but they are in. You can tell. They are in. You got to think when people are saying, oh, no more altcoins, just Bitcoin, yada, yada, yada. Then it's them saying a sign. It means I'm out, and now I've just got Bitcoin for risk off or something. Check it out. This is bad for crypto Twitter. Founders will be judged by their location. So Kate Pavlich, hey Elon, make it mandatory to wherever an account is based country be featured in an account's public profile. Foreign bots are tearing America apart. Thanks. Nikita, give me 72 hours. So yeah, obviously, doxing your location, I don't think that's a good idea, dude. Letting the world know where you live. Hey, Katie, I've got another. Why don't we do one better? How about every time you post on the internet, I can see your phone number and your address. Yeah. Let's put your public phone number and your email and your address, so we know who you are. I want to know who you are. Who are you, Katie? Please, Katie, put your number, put your address. Yeah, cool. Also, if you got any kids, and give us the kids' names. I want to know where you are. And let me know what school they go to, by the way. You know, friends, it's always the people with nothing to lose, right? Because they don't know, they haven't like amounted any bit. It's always those people who are like, I just don't get it. Why would you value security or personal liberty? Like, why would you ever value it? Like, just because you don't doesn't mean other people aren't like that, by the way. And also, newsflash as well. Do you know that the NSA, yeah, they delete their own, the higher ups, they remove employees from being able to access their own data. Isn't that funny? So you're allowed to look up literally everybody else in America, but the people working in there say, no, you're not going to look up my family. The hypocrisy. Crypto Coffee. Eric Trump was right. Q4 has been unbelievable for crypto. So yeah, it's been down. Here we have, look at this. Over 63% of the Rollbit supply has been burnt. How is it physically possible that a team buys 2/3 of the token supply and just non-stop bleeds forever? Well, I guess someone's lying about Rollbit. That's one obvious thing. Also, friends, this is important. I was going to make a full video on this. Might mention it again, but... So we're speaking about PulseChain, LibertySwap, related to pDAI, friends. MakerDAO's co-founder, Nikolai, rest in peace. He's passed away, okay? He was assassinated by the... okay, by the Coconut Intelligence Agency and Mossad, some sort of operation. He has tweets here. You're going to laugh. He calls out back in 2022 in May, literally 3 years ago, he calls out the ZeCash founder and basically says they're an operation plant. And you're basically an Israeli agent, and you're not even real privacy. Everyone can find the user. So just showing you ZeCash full of fluff. Look, this is Nikolai. Zuku is doing the thing where he pretends like we say an historic instead of ahistoric. This makes me think ZeCash setup is compromised. So what he's joking about is, remember, because you're a nerd developer, he knows it's compromised, and he's like, oh, you're talking like it's compromised too. Are you suggesting that no matter how much I think you are a Coconut Intelligence Agency agent, I can audit the code and see for myself that it is secure, that it is amazing? That is amazing, right? So everyone's replying to these now, friends, from May 2022. Like, damn, man, he's literally calling out the Zcash founder. Goes, oh, you're an actual agent, Coconut Intelligence Agency agent, and she's working for Mossad. Remember, friends, Zcash is also funded by Israel and Mossad and stuff like that. So, and the criminals don't even use Zcash, you know. But like, honestly, who cares? You're just here for the price pump anyway. So just be careful as well with that too, because Man, you're buying the biggest shillers. When Arthur Hayes liking it, it's like there's just not. It's just historically bad signals. That's all. Raxi, I've added more to my HEX and PulseX position. Those are the coins I believe in most. Well done to you, my friend. Thank you to Mr. Duhawks from PulseChain community as well, sir. I think I followed you, yes. Mr. Duhawks, this is the person talking about major loser Powell. This is the person that is sabotaging your bag and the economy. It isn't your founder, your president, or your mother-in-law. It isn't even the newest sacrifice or the top whales in your community selling. It is literally this guy. Hope he caves soon. It is getting bad. So remember, referring to also Raoul Powell, need more liquidity, everything pooped, major loser Powell. He's got 5 months left. He's probably like, you know what? I'll just keep his tight and send this to recession anyway because I don't want to get inflation high or whatever. Here you have Mr. Bossman going, what the truck? This is Bitcoin. It was funny, friends. It was literally finishing green for the weekly super trend. It came back to green for the weekly super trend, and then someone came out and just go and just sent it all down. Mrs. Burritos, PulseChain's going to melt faces. I hope it does, sir, because right now we've been like melted. I hope so. Silver XBT. Literally the worst thing that could happen right now is a fat candle to 120k. That would be max pain. The thought of it scares me. Please, no, anything about that. So some lighthearted fun where everyone's like, oh no, max pain is we all get unbelievably happy and healthier and rich. Wow, so much pain. I hope the universe doesn't do that. Universe, jeez, it would be so punishing. Ouch. God bless you all, friends. Like, subscribe. Catch you soon.